I think.
Hello,
good morning,
hello,
everybody.
hello.
Good morning. We will get the hellos, and then we'll do some announcements, and then we'll get on to introducing our featured affiliate for the next 2 weeks. And then we will start talking about the new event that starts today.
It's September already.
Let's start at the top. Good morning, Gammy. Good morning, Pixie. Good morning, Cindy. Oh, it's one of the girls. Good morning. Two Sisters Diamond Painting? No?
That was me.
Oh, it was you. I was thinking, one of the girls are home.
But not me.
Oh, good morning, Libby. Good, let's see. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Tinker, and Stacey. Good morning, Travis. Good morning, Chris. Scroll. Good morning, Palmy. I hope you're starting to feel better, sweetie. Good morning, Gwenda. Good morning, Lisa. Oh no, with a shoulder injury. I hope it feels better. Shoulder injuries suck. I've got one on this one. Totally understand, love. Mwah, much love.
Me too.
Scrolling. Good. Elizabeth, Lizzie. Where have you been?
Notice her come back in there.
How you been, girl? I've missed your face.
Good to see you back, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Kath. Good morning, Raxify. He's lurking. What a lurker. And then my resident stalker, Jay. Hello, sweetie. How are you? I think that is everybody. Amber, hello. How is everybody?
Good morning, everybody. I let Rose do all the big part, and then I say good morning to everybody after that.
Hi, everyone.
So it was brought to my attention that we've got a lot of people here who don't actually realise who I am. So we're going to do...
How do they know?
Okay, let me explain. It was actually brought to my attention. Okay, let me explain. So what we're going to do is we're going to go round, and these three ladies are going to introduce themselves to anyone who is new in the channel, whether you're lurking behind the scenes or whether you're actually talking. So my name is Rose. I am Rose Prophet of Rose Prophet Creations. I am also part of the team of Uniquely Yours Down Under, and Jenny and I co-own together. The other thing that you guys need to realize is I am one of the main artists of Uniquely Yours Down Under. So when I'm selling art like so, whether it be prints or diamond paintings or Zazzle, whatever, I'm actually selling my art. It's art that I do and art that I make, because apparently it was brought to my attention that new people don't realize that I am one of the artists.
What did they think you were? Just part business owner?
Yeah. They didn't realize that. It was one of our newbies that was in the room, and she was absolutely gobsmacked when she realized that I was actually the artist of Rebirth and the endangered animals. So yeah. So hi, everybody.
Was that the same person you sent me the message last night about?
Mm-hmm.
I figured it might have been. I hopefully that sorted out.
I figured it was a good way to. This is a good way to. Think. Hi, Apple Pie.
She didn't realise.
Hi, Mr. Noisy Bird.
She didn't realise you were both the owners of your.
Yeah, she didn't even realise we were the owners.
I should have clicked on it because she come into your Home and Rose Prophet chat room one day, and Libs was there, and she made a comment about something about someone mentioning Uniquely. And I just sat back and had a little smile to my face, and we could about the shipping issues we're having. And then I did introduce myself, but she obviously didn't. It didn't click. That's okay.
Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Wilma. Welcome back, Palmy. And yay, Jay gets his first diamond painting. That is awesome. So, Jen, if you could do a brief introduction of who you are.
Yes. Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm the original starter of Uniquely Yours Down Under, and it's now taken a life of its own. I'm the one that deals with everything behind the scenes as quickly and as slowly as it has to progress. And I'm the one that you come to, excuse me, when you have an issue.
There we go. That's Jen. Libby, your turn. You're up.
I'm the mama. I'm everyone's sexy one. See, the side one.
Yeah, she's a sexy bitch.
I'm the one that sends everyone nuts on Friday night.
Hey, no. There's nothing nuts about a Friday night. Friday nights are good. We have fun Friday nights.
So, good morning, Chantel. So, if you are on the group of Home of Rose Profit Creations, which is for those that's everything about me. It's all about me. Well, it really is that group. So, not that I'm conceited. I'm actually not that way at all. But yes, so there is a group only flash sale going on.
They have to be in the group to know what it is.
Yeah, you have to be
So
in the
if
group.
you want to know what the flash sale is, you have to go and join the group. Someone can put that link up, please.
Let me just say, we had a situation arise that has required. Sorry, my chair has come down and I'm sinking. It just sinks a little bit. There we go. So let's just say something personal has happened in my life that has required me to do a flash sale. So if you can, guys, please feel free to go and support. If you've already placed an order for prints and you want to add to it, you can do. It's not through Etsy. It is actually, yeah, you pay I flash. Yeah. No, I do not have a.
Love it, Kath.
No. Hubby and I talked about that recently about how I don't have one. So yeah, so there's a big flash sale going on at the moment. Please play if you can. Yeah.
If you don't know how that works, Travis, obviously you don't look at OnlyFans, buddy.
I do not have an OnlyFans.
Hey, I didn't say you did, but he didn't. He doesn't know how you pay, and
But
Rose flashes you.
I'm the one that flashes.
Yeah,
but isn't that what happens in the room?
What?
I don't go to the room.
In the room
when I'm not there.
But isn't that why what happens in the room stays in the room?
Well, that's a different reason again. So yeah, so it's yeah, I was going to say it's better to buy diamond paintings or art rather than pay for me to flash, because trust me, gravity has taken hold, and yeah. I am 40, like a year shy of 50. So let's be realistic. I ain't any spring chicken and it ain't pretty.
Gravity takes hold of everything.
Oh, God, Travis, I am too scared to go in that dungeon. That scares me, that place.
Okay, the dungeon's a different kettle of fish. I'm the dommer there.
Morning, Jane.
Oh, yeah, Jane.
Morning, Jane.
Oh, Jay, I have no issue with OnlyFans. However, it's I think two things. One, I am not as confident to do that sort of stuff publicly. And two, I don't think my husband would approve. It probably should be number one.
Maddie did oh my God. Now
He
Maddie's
did.
doing
So excuse me looking tired. It's been a very stressful evening last night and I have not had a lot of sleep.
Oh, yeah, gravity does take hold, Jane. It just it drags it down. Trust me, it drags
what
it
gravity's
down.
doing to me today. Look at all these bags. Oh.
That's because you stay up half the night, woman.
Well, I didn't sleep very well at all.
Although I am now sort of down a rabbit hole, as you know.
Oh, look, there's Christopher.
Hello, my squishy. Well, actually, Kenzie's been sleeping really well. She's doing she's asleep by 9 o'clock. She doesn't wake up until I go in and wake her for school, or on the weekends it's like 7, 8 o'clock. So technically she's doing really good with her sleeping. Me, on the other hand.
Yeah, but you know what your problem is? You get these ideas in your head. And you have to run with these ideas at midnight.
Last night wasn't so much ideas. Last night was more stress. So yeah.
I would have got to sleep in the Nevaeh was going to let me.
Well, see, sweetie,
Aww.
this is what happens when you get your Wednesdays and Thursdays mixed up because I tried to get you on yesterday. So
Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
You did not want me first thing yesterday morning.
Supposed to be on yesterday
to wake me up.
I was meant to be on yesterday. Oh. Did Kalani get to see her happy birthday message on here from here?
No, live chat was not showing.
Oh.
She did hear Auntie Rose.
Oh, that's right then. Oh, I'm all that matters. It's all about me.
But I didn't get to see anyone else.
Emily.
But she did say thank you, everyone.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, Rose.
Yes.
Rose, do you think we should keep the secret or do you think we should give hints?
Oh, I think we should probably make a bit of an announcement now that we know.
Can I make the announcement, please?
Yeah, go for it.
Secret, I don't know.
This is a good one.
This is a big one.
I want to ask here, how many people are fans of Shim Shimmel? Put your hands
I would have got it a different way, but okay. Who loves Shim?
Who loves Shim? Who loves Shim's work? Even if you haven't bought any DPs, who loves Shim's work?
This is 100 hands, like each hand, just saying.
Oh, this is 1,000,000 hands.
Oh, honey, we've already had this conversation. I outrank you in the fandom. You're a baby. He's okay.
No, he's okay. Oh, Kath. Oh, Libby, smack your daughter.
I can't reach there.
Oh.
I am telling you guys, this is okay. Shim, if you look at Shim, inspires me all the time. I love Shim. Shim is like,
Kath can go to the dungeon, not just the corner for that one.
No cheeseburgers, no chicken nuggets.
No, nothing. She can sit there and think about her actions. So I've been having a little conversation with Shim and his management.
I came up with an idea, and Jenny has been working on it.
Don't give her any cheeseburgers, Maddie. None. Nothing zilch. Yeah, well, Rose came up with an idea and approached me about it because I'm the contact for everything to do with Shimmel. I have tentative dates at this stage, and it is not confirmed. I will tell you when it's confirmed. But we will have Mr. Shimmel himself. She can't contain herself. Live here on this channel.
This channel.
Well, none of your favorite food.
What do you think? That's chicken nugget. But Shim, here with me in a studio talking. Oh my God! Like seriously.
Do you get the feeling she's fangirling?
Oh, she's big fangirling.
I've interviewed him before via Messenger, but this is like face to face. Like, oh my God, I'm going to be in a studio where
I have to confirm the dates with him because it is dependent on when he can do it. We have tentative dates, which I should have confirmation in the next day or two. Wait till the day he's on there. Wait till the day he comes on. You'll see a puddle.
I am this guy. Okay, guys, I have loved this guy's artwork since I was introduced to it 25 years ago. He has inspired me. My animal Houdini. Like he was one of the first ones to see Houdini. So that tells you how much.
Talking about the not clicking together on who's who, I'm not sure whether Shim has actually clicked together on who you are.
It's okay. I can tell him. I'll quite happily tell him.
No. We're going to do this live, Christopher, and we're going to have the mods on their best behavior that day and ready to kick some butt if need be.
Seriously. So, guys, you guys are going to get a chance to ask him questions. Yes. So, if you do not know Shim, go look at Shim. Like, seriously, Google him. Shim is amazing.
He could cute.
Oh, I gave myself a kiss pain. I'm getting so excited.
We are going to be asking people to please promote it once we have all the details confirmed, so that we can get as many in as possible that absolutely love his artwork, because I think this is a once in a lifetime chance for us.
Emily.
Okay, questions like Shim who?
Shim. Oh my God, guys, that's serious.
Show the artwork.
It's cute.
Actually, Emily, I'm going to challenge TJ to create a pen inspired by his artwork that maybe we can give a sneak peek that day.
I love Shim's work.
A baby tiger.
I can't show that at the moment. Let me now. I can't show what else I've got sitting on there of his, but hang on a minute. I will show you a piece of his artwork. Hang on.
One of the baby white tigers.
I've got everything. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Michelle.
Hang on, guys. I need to mute this first. This is urgent.
Could you imagine a pen that's done after one of those white cubs?
Oh, no.
That'd look cool.
That's all right, Emily. I'll smack your bum later. I know. He's an amazing, amazing artist. I've got to settle myself down. My heart's racing and I've got a chest pain now. He is a fabulous artist and very, very much an inspiration for me. So you guys go. So sometime this month, Mr. Schimmel himself is going to be here in chat.
Ooh, who's my favorite artist? I have a few. It's cute.
I've done that one.
Kalani saw that one. She wants that. There's a couple that she wants. The one
I need to redo it because I did it and I left it behind for Glenda.
Kalani wants the ones with the koalas as well.
I've done this one in normal drills and square and it looks amazing. Can you not walk on my table, Ratbag? This is part of a series.
My favorite artists, there's a few. Our lovely Rose, of course.
I should think so.
But Josephine Wall, Anne Stokes. Yeah, they're up the top of my favourites.
What's you doing? Come on in.
Ines Guerrero, she's another favourite.
Are you going to come say hello? This, he thinks he's the bee's knees.
Mine's asleep behind me.
He thinks that the extra table was built for him.
Don't all the cats though?
Yeah. So yeah, we've released Shim recently, guys. I don't even know where I've put it. Stace, hang on a minute. Oh, there it is. Oh, that would be awesome, Liz. These are the new releases we just did recently. That's on my list to do. And that one. Maybe leopards. I love that one.
Alani love that. That was cool.
This is just this is one of my favorites. There you go. For those that don't know Shim, that's your mini introduction. Shim is seriously, I think, like, I get so excited, as you guys saw. He is an amazing, amazing artist. Yes, he has some Disney stuff too. We can't get it because it's Disney, but this man has done, like I was buying a collection of plates years ago, and I had his plates. I think my ex has them still. I haven't told him and Jordan, because Jordan knows who Shimel is. And I haven't told them yet that he will be on the channel. Yes, they are in the diamond painting Uniquely Yours Down Under Rose Prophet Creations shop. Yes. You're a closet Disney fan. I am not a Disney fan at all. Pixar, yes. Disney, not so much. Phone's going nuts. Nuts. Oh, so yeah, so that's how exciting news. So things recapping just quickly. If you're on the Rose Prophet Creations group, there is a flash sale going on for prints. You do not go through Etsy, you go directly through me. Save yourself some money on some prints. It is a celebrate. Well, there's a reason why I'm doing it, but the celebration is the fact that I finished all of the endangered animals, which I will show you in a second. We have Shim coming on the studio very, very soon sometime this month. That's so exciting. Who wants? I'm going to show you guys the whole entire endangered animal series for next year. These are not released yet and will not be released until next year. Let me just bring them up.
Sorry about that, people. That was urgent.
Right, they are all in order. So I'm going to show the watermark versions of them because we're down to that nitty-gritty time. I'm going to share these in a second. Window, there we go. We have Tammy, the Arctic fox. These are not in any particular order.
It's just the letter A.
Yeah.
They're in alphabetical order.
Yeah, they are. Frankie Bear. We have Noah the bee. We have now, I have Dayami. Forgive me if I haven't pronounced that correctly. Dayami. This was named by Jeremy. We have Jeffrey the giraffe. We have Angelina the ladybird. We have, why is that not going to name that? This is Peridot, the Newfoundland pony. We have Gerard, the obviously Black Panther. We have Ollie the squirrel. We have Texas the rhino. We have Kalani the turtle.
Gee, let me guess who named those.
And I did actually. Jeremy the wolf.
I thought Libby named him.
No, I love the turtle. I think he's gorgeous. So this is next year's endangered animals. My favorite, I think, has to be the turtle and this baby. Not that one. That one's pretty. I love him.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, one of each of these is going to go up on Monday's auction.
They're so pretty. So I'm really liking how the series has finished this year. Like I'm a lot more happier with this endangered series than I was with this year's. So I'm very, very excited. There will be subscriptions available, and there will be plenty of copies for afterwards for non-subscribers as well.
And those that have current subscriptions, please send an email to say whether you want to retain the subscription for next year. And if you want a subscription, then what you need to do is also email so we can put you on the list.
Already done.
Got yours.
Right. So now we're going to diamond paint. We're going to put Libby in the hot seat. Those who want to bombard with Libby with questions, ask her away. He is beautiful, Jeremy. And thank you so much for naming him for me. I really am itching to get some diamond painting done. I haven't cut the next section off. I'm on the row with the last bit of the butterfly. And then I move on to things. Yes, there will be more subscriptions. And there will be a thing that you have to sign that says you understand that this does not get cancelled, that it is for the full year. Hot seat plus fire pit. Why not? Oh, yeah. Depends on how close she gets to the fire pit. Monday morning, we will be kicking off the auction at 9:30 a.m. The first half an hour is to just get stuff out of the way. So there we go. I'm going to stop sharing everything, and I'm going to change the thing. Libby's in the hot seat. We're going to actually, we'll just how do I do that? Libby, you're in the hot seat.
I've been diamond painting for 2 years this time. And
This
why did I
time?
start diamond painting? Because I got bored with all my other art and craft. So I thought I'd do this one again. And, yep, I love diamond painting. I prefer fantasy, dark fantasy and that type of art. I love Josephine Wall's artwork. I love Anne Stokes type of artwork. And Christopher, no, I do not prefer DP. And Kath, there's the answer for my worst DP. I haven't even finished it.
I'm surprised you did it even remotely.
So am I.
It's yeah. Do you know what it's like trying to diamond paint when you've got that staring you in the face?
Yeah, no, I can't say I do. I can't say I ever will.
I can, because I now know. I don't like it. It's not as fun. And I prefer confetti. It's probably why I like Josephine Walls, because there's a lot of confetti. I don't get bored.
You don't get a chance to get bored with Josephine Walls.
My favourite that I've done. I have 3 favourites. I have my custom Houdini and so far Millennium Tree.
Night, Emily. Drive safe,
Good
brother.
night, Emily.
Night, Emily.
In the description, we have Libby's affiliate code as well as her, I think it's your daughter's YouTube. I just used the girls' YouTube because I figured that's where you probably do most of your stuff anyway.
No, that's where I'm trying to do all mine, but yet the girls come first.
Okay, so you need to send me your link so I can update it because I've got the girls, not yours. At some stage.
I think Kath actually has mine, and I prefer squares, Paul Blue and soft link. Kath.
How many paintings have you completed, Libby? Jeremy would like to know.
How many?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's easy. Hang on, where's Gems Flow? Gotta love that app. In the 2 years, I have completed 87.
Oh, Gary's done more than
Dang.
A lot have been smaller ones. I did have to put a few on hold. Poor Houdini's been put on hold.
He is a heavy one to do, though.
If I have them, Amber, I do like to try and put extra bling. Oh, come on, worst colour. It's got to be 310 and 939. I can't stand them. Most of my paintings have heaps of them.
No, I was going to say I would be surprised with yours because I know some of the paintings that you've ordered, and a lot of them have those darker sort of undertones to them. Maybe you need to get something more bright and cheery next time, Libs.
I got some brighter stuff. It's got a lot of pink in it. And I actually enjoy doing the ones with the pink. I can't stand green. Sorry, Rory. What do I do when I'm finished them? I either hang on, which way? This way. There's two of them. I got one there. I have gave some away. Otherwise, they get rolled up and put away until I can figure out another place. Yes, we got some Harry Potter ones, but unfortunately, they're not licensed ones. Travis, I have a mystery, but unfortunately, my sister got the exact same mystery, so it was no mystery to me. And it's still sitting there untouched. Because
yeah, when you know what the mystery is.
Well, it's not. It's certainly not my type of stuff, and yeah, I like. My sister loves hers. She showed me it, and I just looked at it and I thought, yeah, not me. My favourite thing to DP would be fantasy ones.
I agree with Kath. The worst background is 5200.
Yeah, I do. I agree because it shows so many gaps if there's any problems.
Oh, but then again, the one I got was they were ABs, so the 5200 wasn't so bad.
Yeah,
I don't mind it when it's AB, but yeah, normal, regular ones sort of like get to you after a bit.
it was like the one I was doing for Giddy Up. I'm not liking it.
What's the biggest painting I have done? That's a toss-up between Millennium Tree, which is what I'm working on now. And what size is that again?
120 by, hang on, let me just unroll mine. That's the same size, I know.
Yep.
Is that 120 by 95.
There you go. And my other one's 85 by 130.
It's a nice size actually.
That was that other one's the custom. By my other lovely artist friend. Oh, come on, Kath. Who's my favourite in the chat group?
Me.
Kath wants to know why is it her?
It can't be her, it's me. Nah, we all know it's Squishy, really.
My future hubby. I don't have a favourite in there.
Oh, look at the love in the room.
I know.
Right.
I love Travis's answer.
It's probably more accurate.
No, that would be my son's answer. That would be Caleb's answer.
We know who Caleb's favourite is in the room.
Yes, Rose.
Mm.
Oh, it's a toss-up. Don't forget Sarah.
Oh, I might have to beat Sarah.
I think what it is with Sarah, it's because of where she comes from.
Yes.
He just loves saying the name of where she comes from. And well, Texas was quite happy to let everyone know on her unboxing who her favourite is.
Oh, geez, that's not half obvious.
I wonder if it was because she said, and if your name is Tinker, hi. I'm loving all this argument about who I love the most.
All right, we're going to pause the hot seat for a bit because we are also here to discuss the event. Yes. So we'll give Libby a break off the hot seat for a little bit. So let's talk about what Stand Up You Matter is actually about. So we've talked about it rather thing about bullying and harassing and stuff like that. So let's just kind of break that down a bit. Tell me, guys, what is cyberbullying for you? What do you think Stand Up You Matter stands for? I put all of those out, and really I just did one because I wasn't paying attention.
Hey?
I said I pulled all of those out, and I only needed one because I was not paying attention. I have to really focus on my words to talk today. All right, guys, come on. What does bullying like? Tell me what you think cyberbullying is.
Yeah, that's a good one, Kath.
Well, actually, events of recent times, and I'm not going to bring the event into play on what it was. Everyone else that jumped on board with that wasn't directly involved with that, took sides, and a lot of bullying happened.
Agreed.
And it's still, unfortunately, because people have long memories, it is still happening.
Yep.
And that is the sort of thing that this Stand Up You Matter, we really want to see stop, is people bullying others because of the things you like and the people you're associated with.
I actually managed to stop one from Texas actually seeing it and getting heartbroken. When the girls first did their channel, I had the comments on, and one lady decided to comment that Texas was too fat to be on YouTube. There was a lot of other really nasty comments. There was a comment made about me being too fat, old, and ugly. I'm tough-skinned. I really don't care. Say what you like. I'll ignore it. But Texas, on the other hand, if she had have seen that, that would have broke her heart. And could have caused a lot of problems for Texas in the long run. To think people think that way of her. I removed it. It was reported to YouTube. Actually, the person was removed from YouTube because apparently it wasn't the first time they'd made comments. But nasty comments like that can really
Hurt people.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people really need to stop and think before they make comments how hurtful it can be for some people.
Yeah.
I mean, bullying's happened for years. I went through bullying at school. At every school that I went to, I was chronically bullied by a lot of people because of situations of my past had made me weaker than had affected me, not weaker, but had affected me. And I wasn't standing up for myself. So I was a target of bullies many times. Unfortunately, these days, not only do you contend with bullies in real life because they still happen, you actually contend with bullies behind a keyboard. And it's easier for someone to hide behind a keyboard and to bully and harass and whatever else that they want to do with people and say the most horrific things that is actually causing people to take their own lives.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
And just because someone's in social media doesn't mean you have right to their personal information. You don't have rights.
No.
Just, you don't have the right to know the ins and outs of everything just because they're famous. Or I think this is kind of fitting that we start this today, the day after we start. Well, let's celebrate, but we remember that Princess Diana was, we lost her in the world, and she was killed because of harassment and bullying by paparazzi.
You happy now?
Unfortunately, the world loses a lot of people because of this exact reason, because they are bullied, they are harassed, they are told to kill themselves. They're not worthy, no one loves them. They're, as Libby said, you're too fat, you're too ugly, you're too this, you're too that. What right, hang on a sec. What right does it give another person to decide whether you are too fat, whether you are too ugly, whether you are too this, whether you are too that? It does not, and no one has a right to decide what you are or who you should be. If you don't like someone, then there's one easy answer to that. There is a switch off button. There is a turn your internet off button. There is an X at the corner. Click that and turn away from their content. Don't take it upon yourself to harass them and bully them, because the results in the end of the day, I mean, are you going to live with yourself if what you say to someone on the internet turns around and results in that person ending their life? Because I sure as hell could not live with myself if that happened.
No, well, there's like Kalani gets bullied at school over her hair, the way she chose to have her hair cut. And then when she saw how Tink has her hair cut, it sort of like gave her strength to stand up to the kids at school. I try and teach the girls that, the old saying of, sticks and stones may break my bones, but, names will never hurt me. I try and sort of like drill that into their heads so that things like what you hear, or I should say read, don't hurt as much.
But it still does, though. That's the thing. Like, we tell our kids this stuff. Like, I mean, I did the same with Jordan. I said, sticks and stones, buddy, sticks and stones. But those words almost cost me my son 3 times. Like, I mean, I've been bullied. I've been harassed. I've been stalked. I've been, but these are our children who don't have the coping mechanisms that we do because they haven't got the brain capacity and the maturity to understand it yet. And kids can be the cruelest.
Oh, yeah.
I know there's some pretty cruel adults out there these days because they hide behind a keyboard.
Yeah.
And that's right. I like that. That's what I mean by with the YouTube comment. Like telling a little girl she's too fat to be on YouTube. Like, that's nasty.
Yeah.
Yes, my daughter is chubby.
So what?
But she's still only 10. She's still got time.
Bye, Liz. Yeah.
Bye, Liz.
Bye, Liz.
Okay, so how do you guys think? Right. We've got a really good definition of what cyberbullying and stuff is. Like, we've got it. It's rampant. We know it's rampant on social media. It's on YouTube. It's on TikTok. It's on everything. How do you think that we as a community can make it better for our community, for our children, for those that are coming into the community who don't fit the typical mold? Because I know I don't fit the typical mold.
Don't think I do either.
I don't.
How do you think we can make our community as creators, whether you're a creative, whether you're a diamond painter, how do you think, what are your ideas on how we can improve things in our community to make it better? It's like a brainstorm, guys. We're brainstorming. Travis, it's a very good idea by doing what you both are doing right now. Thank you, Susie. Hey, Cynthia. But this is just a start.
Like, I will say there are some, and I'm not going to name names. I have my opinion and I'll keep that to myself. But there are some extremely toxic creators out there.
Yes.
That feed into this bullying mentality, and it needs to stop.
I don't know if it can be fixed, Diane, but I think we can improve it.
I don't think it'll ever be fixed, because as long as time's gone on, in whatever format it is, whether it is face-to-face, whether it is social media, or however, bullying has always been there. But it's how we as a community are prepared to handle that situation of seeing someone being bullied and being prepared to stand up for that person.
Well, here's one. Caleb, he's best friend since kindergarten. The way they met was the boy was being bullied by, now they're in kindy. He was being bullied by year 6 kids because he was a chubby boy. Caleb just come flying in and defended him. Stood up to the year 6 kids, ended up getting actually in a fight because Caleb didn't back down. Now, the school wanted to stand up for the bullies, and as I said to him, I said, well, the thing is, did you bother asking my son why he did what he did? Well, that's not the point. He shouldn't have done what he did. I said, well, yes, it is, because the thing is, there was another child being bullied, but no one cared about that. I said, and this is where you, as principal and teachers, you've got to look at both sides of why kids that never fight all of a sudden are fighting.
Yeah.
It's because they're standing up to bullies.
Yeah.
But you're commending the bully and punishing the victim.
There is
I think
supposed
that-
to be anti-bullying policies within schools, within school communities, but the anti-bullying policy along the way has seriously lost its direction. So instead of punishing the guilty party for being a bully, they also punish the innocent party for trying to stand up for themselves. So it comes back to, well, if I can't stand up for myself, what the hell can I do? I've just got to take the ridiculous amount of bullying that actually happens because no one is prepared to listen to me.
Exactly.
Travis makes a good point. We need to equal importance to physical health as well as mental health. Like there needs to be a balance. We need to look after our mental health as well as our physical health.
Yep.
Like I did speak to Caleb about getting in a fight because I don't condone fighting either. But he said to me, he says, Mum, they hit first. And the worst thing is, I've always taught him, you should let them hit first and make sure you throw the last punch.
Oh look, I've always been.
You've also got to, when they hit first, you've also got to have the witnesses there to say that, hang on, he hit me first. What was I meant to do?
I've always had a if they start it, you finish it policy with Jordan. Because we had gone through literally decades of him being bullied, years and years and years of him being bullied, and the school's not doing anything about it in New Zealand. But like we as a community can make a difference, and it starts with just one person. By standing up and saying, we're not going to do it, we're not going to put up with it, we're not going to, you're allowed to defend yourself. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. Recently, I've been accused of being a bully recently myself because I stood up for myself and that. But you know what? I wasn't being a bully. I had been very, very patient up until a point. And then just came a point where I could no longer be patient with this situation. So, and we're talking like not a day or two, we're talking months of patience. And I've been accused of being a bully because of how I dealt with it. But that person did not take into consideration how dealing with that and going through and being patient affected my mental health.
But it wasn't only your mental health, it was also the mental health of the others that person was bullying. So that's where the stand had to come in and say, okay, no more, enough's enough.
Yeah. Bullying is not, if you're not being included in something and you're not making an effort, then that's not on the people that you're hanging out with. Like, I'm just clarifying a few things. If you are being deliberately left out of things and deliberately, like, for example, we have a room. I have a room. It's meant to be a safe haven. It was like people feel left out. But if you're not commenting or you're just sitting there quietly and you're not actually participating in a conversation, you're not being excluded. That's not being excluded. That's you just being quiet. You need to jump in with conversations. Bullying and cyber harassment and bullying is when you are targeted. You are physically, mentally, emotionally, and cyberly targeted. I'm sorry you went through that, Diane. I really am. Like, I've had it. I've had it. But I just want to, it's not about, I want us to find ways, I want us to find ways through this month on how we can make our community a better community, how we can make our people feel safe, how we can make people feel wanted and welcomed, and let them know that there is a standard of quality of what is acceptable and what isn't when it comes to behavior. I agree, Susie. I see that. I've worked in that with the elderly. I see it all the time. Well, I used to.
I know in the room a lot of people have made strong friendships. And I've made some really strong friendships. And some people, like if we send a message privately to someone, I know we've been accused of being bullies because we haven't sent that message to everyone.
Okay, guys, this is not a pick on people session.
But it's not that we're trying to leave people out or anything. We're just trying, we send a message to someone that we're close with.
Yeah.
And we're not trying to bully people when we send private messages.
But whether you're in a group of people, you can have a private conversation. Like many a time, I will tell you now, Rose and I may be in a group of people and having a conversation, but there's things that need to be said privately. So instead of bringing that into the group for whatever reason, whether it be something that we're planning or something that just can't be shared with people, it becomes a private conversation for that reason and that reason only. It's not to exclude people, but you just cannot share certain things with people all the time. Now, people have to understand that you're not excluding them, but it's just not capable of doing that at that present moment.
Yeah, I actually think we're actually digressing from what Stand Up You Matter is now. We're kind of, this is becoming a venting thing, and I don't want that. So guys, we need to let's just pull back a bit, guys. All right, people are getting heated, and that's not what this is about. This is about us. Yes, we can share stuff, but I'm seeing conversations happening in chat that have got me concerned. Okay. All right, guys, enough. All right. I will end this live if this continues. Okay. This is enough. This is not about being nasty at one another. This is about supporting one another. All right. And that goes for everybody in this room, in this chat room right now. All right. I will end this video if it continues in a heartbeat. This is not about targeting people. This is about how we prevent targeting people. This is how we can make people feel better in our community and feel safer. That's what I wanted to discuss. So let's get back on topic and come up with ways and brainstorm as a community about how we can make people feel more welcomed and more part of fixing this problem that is in this community. It is not just in this community. If you've been on TikTok, it's rampant on TikTok.
I mean,
you got it bad? You should be in the LGBTQ plus community. You guys don't get threatened with being unalived. These guys get it on a daily basis. So let's How can we make this better?
Do you think this all starts back with is a generational thing? Is something that we should be teaching our children, not encouraging it? Because in a lot of instances that I've known where, I mean, I'll go back to something that happened with my son and my daughter many, many years ago when they were both at school. My daughter was a target of bullies, and she wouldn't go to school. So I pulled her out of school for a week to let everything calm down. And I took her back to school. And in front of me, one of the girls that was bullying her turned around and said, because they had like the parent teacher assemblies that they used to, I don't know if they still run them. They used to run at schools. I went for that, and this girl in front of me turned around and said in front of a lot of parents, "See, you need your mother to protect you." And her parents sat back and did nothing about it. And I had certainly had something to say. The teachers turned around and told me if she can't handle what she's copying at school, to turn around and remove her from the school. So that is exactly what I did. And then to find out her brother, who was younger, was the target of the same bullies who pushed down a set of stairs.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think this has to start back, not just with the bullies, but as a generational thing?
I think as creators, we need to make sure bullying's not happening in our channels. We need to make sure bullying's not happening in our pages and in our groups and in our rooms. I think we need to make, when we can sit there and say till the cows come home, and I am a big, you guys have heard me say this, actions speak louder than words. I don't want to hear the words, I want to see the actions. Bullying has always been around. Yes, it doesn't make it right. So at the end of the day, this is how I look at it. We can, as creators, we need to stop it stopping in our channels, in our groups, in our pages. We need to remember, this is me personally, we need to, we do. We need to start now. We need to, there was a good point made up further about we don't walk in each other's shoes. No, we don't. But we can actually sit and go, how would that make me feel if that was said to me, or if I was spoken to that way, or if that gossip was about me, and just kind of go, and don't just sit there and go, oh, I'm just going to ignore that. No, if it's not acceptable behavior, it's not acceptable behavior. And we as a community go, hey, we don't talk to people like that in this chat, or we don't talk to people on this channel like that way, or we don't talk like that in this group, and we need to actually start standing up, because if we're not standing up, then we're just as guilty as the people who are doing the bullying or doing the harassing.
We are enabling. If we don't stand up to the bullying behavior, we are enabling the bullies.
Yeah.
But it also a person has to take their own responsibility. You need to look at just how you're answering someone. You might not think there's anything wrong with it, but sometimes with, especially when it's typing chat, you can't tell what a person's, what the voice tones are, what it's meant by it. So people can easily take what you're saying so totally wrong because something was said in a slightly wrong way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, I've noticed. I've tried to say something to, like my sister. I tried saying something to her. I tried calling her. She just didn't want to answer the phone to no one. So the only way I could tell her was via message. She got more shitty with me. And so I sent her another message. Well, if you'd answer your goddamn bloody phone, you'd hear the way I'm trying to speak to you right now. And I'm not talking to you all and blah, blah. And I'm thinking, well, you know what? I'm trying my hardest to get you to realise no one was picking on you. People will try to tell you something, but you won't answer your phone to anyone.
Mm.
And you're taking what anyone says a different way than what it's being. When someone writes something down, they're writing it as they're saying it, but it can sound two different ways when you're reading it.
Mm-hmm.
We need to, I think as a community, we need to stop and think. And it's really easy. Stop, think before you speak. Yeah, I'm not a fan of texting. I would rather video call. It's one of the reasons why if I'm going to talk to someone, especially about something serious, I will actually call them and video call them. Then they can see me and then they can hear me. And that's the way I prefer it. Violence is definitely never the answer. There are people who are threatened with violence all the time. And in this community, probably not so much, but in other communities, definitely. I agree, Travis. I think as creators, we do have a responsibility to speak directly to those that have issues with instead of spreading things all over social media. We've all had bad days. We've all had crappy days. We don't know what someone's mental health journey is. It is not our place to judge someone if they have a break. We've all had breaks. You guys have seen me break on here numerous times. We need to be a little bit more supportive and understanding. And, if someone's breaking out of character, go, you kind of go up to them and go, hey, is there anything wrong? Can I help you with anything? Be supportive. Be. This is it. Be. More actions speak louder than words. I'm tired of words. I really am. I'm tired of people. It's like an empty promise, okay? Oh, I'll be there for you. I've got a friend going through something major right now, and I'm not going to discuss it, but I'm here for you. When she messages me, I drop everything I'm doing to be there for her because what she's going through right now compared to some of the shit that we're all going through right now is nothing. Mm-hmm. Our shit's nothing compared to what she's going through. So you know what? I drop everything. My shit becomes irrelevant and I focus on her. Empathy, sympathy, compassion. We are all the same human race.
We all bleed the same color.
Yeah, and I agree, Kath, too. Not everything is about we aren't the center of everybody's universe. A friend of mine once said to me a really piece of good advice, and I've always remembered it. If we actually stopped and actually knew how much people didn't think about us or how much we weren't the center of their universe, we would be very disappointed because it doesn't revolve around. My world doesn't revolve around diamond painting or this channel or my room. My life revolves around my husband, my children, and my family and my art. That is my world. I don't have friends, I have family. So, if we actually realized how much we're the center of everyone else's little world, our bubbles would be burst. So we need to remember, though, that we need to make people feel part of things. But we also need, you do need boundaries, healthy boundaries. You do need to stand up and say, as a community, this isn't going to happen in this room, or this is not going to happen in this group or channel. Just repeating myself. Anger doesn't solve things. Frustrations don't solve things, but we all have times when we don't deal with something the way we should have. And owning that is a big thing. Yeah. We don't, support each other, be there for each other. It doesn't necessarily mean with physical objects or whatever. It just means being on the other end of that phone when they need someone. Mm-hmm. Standing up for them when you see them being picked on in a room or a chat or a channel. Yeah, it's exactly. If you're standing by and watching someone being bullied, and witch hunts. I hate witch hunts. They drove me batshit crazy.
No, we don't do witch hunts. That's why you'll find, and I'm gonna come back to the same situation when I opened up with this. there was a situation, and I am not going to mention names for those that do not know what went on, but when the situation arose, we had someone that we were involved in that reacted really, really badly to the whole situation and made the most nasty, vile comments you could ever make. And we chose then not to go on a witch hunt, but what we chose to actually do is we chose to turn around and distance ourselves from that person and take that person out of our space, which was the best way that we could have done it, because that would have created an even bigger problem had we not done what we done and the way we done it. And we did it, and we did explain to people that it wasn't to create a witch hunt, it was just to explain to people the decisions we'd made and why we'd made them. There was no witch hunt. There was no, oh, you did the wrong thing, this, that, and the other. We weren't even going to listen to that. We made the best decision for the circumstances.
Mm-hmm. And if you hurt someone's feelings, take the time to say sorry, because, you know, and mean it.
Yep.
Mean it. For the love of God, please mean it.
It takes 2 seconds to apologize to a person. Sometimes, I mean, I'll be the first to admit sometimes when I say things, they don't come out the right way. Nothing is ever intentional to be nasty, but I just sometimes don't realize because I say what's on my mind, and that's the way I've had to be for a long time. And I think my bullying issues that I had growing up is what's caused me to do that, because now I just say what's on my mind.
I hate gossip too, Susie. I absolutely hate gossip.
Gossip's one of the biggest creators of bullying out there, I think, because people half only hear things and then they take sides, and they are like the little girls clubs that decide to, the mean girls clubs, that was what the word I was looking at, or the mean boys club, and it just escalates from there.
I know, like, sometimes people can be accused of being bullies when they see something that's being said and that, but sometimes they don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and they don't know that people have gotten to the stage that they're over trying to be nice, trying to help, and unfortunately when it comes to a head, it's usually
Ugly. And it's
Oh,
ugly.
very ugly.
And this is where, and that's why I hate a lot of the social media these days, because people they say everything behind the keyboard. They don't bother to find out all the details before they accuse other people. And I think if everyone just stopped to think,
I want a loving, I want a loving, kind. I want my group to be loving and kind. I want, because that's how I don't see myself as a horrible person. So I want this channel to reflect that. I want my groups to reflect that. I want my business to reflect that. Everything I do, I want to reflect that kindness and love and support. That's just me. I'm also, I'm not short coming forward about my belief system. My belief is pagan. I'm Celtic pagan. I believe in a threefold law. What you get out, you get back threefold. for those Christians in the room, that is, do unto others as you would have done unto you. So, we need to kind of practice those rules a little bit more, I think, as humanity. Not just as our community, but all humans. I would see, this is the only heavy subject, guys, that topic on this that we are having is today, because I do not want to be dealing with a very good channel for the whole month. But this is a good way for us to say, this is what we're standing up against. This is what we're saying, no more. On our channels, on this channel, I will end a live. Yeah, I will end a live in a heartbeat if I find someone bullying someone, whether it be someone in the live itself, or whether it be someone in the chat. I will pull that plug. I almost walked away from social media, everything about it recently. And I decided instead that I want to fight back. I want to stand up. I want to be that person that people can talk to. I want to be the one that, provides a safe environment. It's got to start somewhere. So why the hell should it not start here?
Also, I think the other situation here too is that, okay, I'm gonna use you and I as an example here, Rose, which is probably my best way to explain it, right? I've said something, I've done something, whatever it may be, right? Now, you feel I've done wrong by that, but instead of coming directly to me, you go and talk to Libby about it. Then this is what happens. Libby may go and talk to someone else about it. It becomes a almost like a snowball effect, where then Libby's then takes your side compared to my side. Then that other person does that, and then I've turned around and I've gone, you notice it. It's like when something like this happens, you actually notice the difference. So then I've gone to someone else. Say I go to Susie Q and I say to Susie, listen, I'm not happy with this. What do I do? And it becomes like a battle of wills, one side against the other. Instead, if it's a situation that's arisen, whatever the situation may be, instead of you coming to Libby, you should come directly to the source, because the source can normally answer it, because a lot of the time it can be something that's just totally been misinterpreted, but it's been blown out of proportion because the two people aren't talking.
Sometimes people sometimes people will go to someone that they feel that they can trust and go, look, am I making a mountain out of this? Am I just being, I am that person. This is what I'm saying. I will go to someone and go, do you think I'm being a drama queen? Because sometimes I can be a drama queen. I own my shit. And I will go to someone. All right, I need to talk to someone. And I'll go, blah, 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 blah. Now, am I being a bitch? And if I'm being a bitch, these people go, yes, you're being a bitch. Yeah. Or, yes, you're being super sensitive. Or, yes, you're just blowing it at mountains out of molehills. Or, no, actually, you have a valid point. But if I go to someone, it's because I trust them and I'm expecting them not to go to the other person and go, did you hear what Rose said about blah, 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 blah?
Yes. But that's what I'm talking about. If you can, sometimes it takes a third perspective to go, okay, yes, you are being a bitch, or no, it's a valid reason, then go and talk to the person. But the problem is when people start talking to other people that, look at what Rose did to me, she was being an utter bitch. And then that person's going to go to someone else and go, did you hear Rose was being a bitch to Jenny? But it was this reason, and it wasn't a reason for her to be a bitch. Now, but the problem is, and as someone said, Chinese whispers. Susie Q said Chinese whispers. When the story has come from me to Libby, or from me to Susie Q, it's been, she's been a bitch, she said this. But by the time the story gets back back to the people who were the first two people involved, the story has gone that she's tried to pinch this off her and she's done this and she's done that. that's where it creates a huge problem, because it's like then it's one side against the other, and it's like, oh, did you hear that she tried to pinch whatever, if you understand what I mean?
Yeah. If you told something in confidence, keep the confidence.
Keep it in confidence.
Trust you. Everyone needs a person to talk to. We all do. You know, we all need that one person to talk. I don't do Chinese whispers because I treat people how I want to be treated. If I'm saying something to someone in confidence, I want it to be said in confidence, because I need venting boards just like everyone else. Exactly. Like that. Yeah. Things in private, stay in private. Yeah, and it's Chinese whispers. Chinese, like Susie said, Chinese whispers is like, I don't know where that name freaking came from for that game, but you know, if you ever play Chinese whispers as kids, so and so says something, then someone said they hear it a certain way, and then they say that what they've heard to someone, and then that person hears it differently, and so this is how it goes. And suddenly there's this great big snowball effect where, and all it started with was someone saying, well, you know, I'm feeling frustrated because of this, and they're just talking to someone. I am just really frustrated because of this situation.
But
do they want to no, they just need someone to.
It gets so much more out of proportion when this whole thing starts, because sure as hell you can guarantee it's not what was said to start with.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And if something's said to you in confidence, keep that confidence, you know, because otherwise that's just becoming part of the issue. Oh,
yeah.
Broken.
Oh, Kissy, do not get you out of trouble.
Who's in trouble now?
Love your mom.
Oh, Genevieve.
Oh, I love you too, but biting is bullying, okay? I just said, oh yes, you could crawl like that.
But it also means that if you see someone being bullied, stand up for that person, because if the bully's getting to them, they aren't strong enough to deal with that bully. Stand up. It's easier to help, or it's easier for people in numbers rather than to be put out on their own, because sure as heck, when that bully's friends know what's going on, they then open up a target for that person as well. And it's a cruel situation. It really is.
Oh, thank you. I love you too. Yes. Yes, I love you too.
Yeah, that's the same.
Don't like you like it when I bite you on the face. It's not what you said the other day.
That's the same situation on talk I've been referring to. It's the same one. And I don't think it's going to die down for a while, but we as a community on this group will not enter into that whatsoever at all. Because we were actually put into the center of that, Rose and I, and they certainly got the answer they didn't expect when we found out.
Yeah, I don't get told who I can be friends with. If you have a problem with me, come to me. I might not like it, but you know, we will talk it through and we will sort it out. Don't
9 times out of 10 is going to be a misunderstanding. Words get said wrong, and it might be that someone's listening into the conversation has done what they shouldn't have done and taken that conversation and told someone else, which happens. Did you hear about so-and-so? Look what happened, blah, blah, blah. And then the whole story blows up, and then the bullying comes out, because that's sometimes a way a person feels they can retaliate.
Oh, I get special privileges.
You've got the ones where people come halfway through a conversation, they only hear a bit of it, and then they're relaying what they heard.
Yep.
And it's not the full thing.
It's only half-assed conversation.
Yeah, it was probably the good part was the part you missed. And Yeah, it could be just someone trying to explain what had happened, and someone's walked in at the end to hear why things were said, and they're going back relaying what they heard, and then things could all start back up again, and yet you end up people bully because you're constantly picking on someone when, truth be known, you weren't. You were just explaining.
Mm.
I'm not going to apologize for your problem with me, Kath. Or Travis, just saying.
No, that there's no apology for that problem. I'm sorry, guys.
I got a problem with Rose.
Oh,
Yeah,
now it all comes out.
Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on.
She knows it. I told her.
She was swearing at me the other night.
Yep.
Apparently, she's just going to give me her key card, and that's it. We're going to call it quits.
Oh, look, one key card's already gone. I got a feeling Caleb's got that key card, but yeah, that key card, the first one I offered you, has disappeared. So I'm thinking one of you two already took it.
No.
Now the black
Me.
one, that's still here at the moment, but I have offered it to Rose because she may as well just take it now. And then I'm sorry, but that will be the last of my key cards. Okay? Just saying. The ones that ever have money in them.
I do want to say something, and I think I'm hoping and I'm pretty sure Rose will agree with me. If you're on our social medias and you feel you are being bullied, then instead of taking it in and getting upset and with the situation, come and talk to Rose and I about it.
We've had a few people come to us and talk to us about situations.
We're like sponges. We don't repeat anything. You should have all realized that by now. And I'm going to say this too, going back to the bullying situation, if you feel that with me especially, and especially the way I voice things, that I have a problem with you, come and talk to me about it. I don't have a problem with anyone.
Yeah, Libby's a great listener.
My only problem is my mouth acts sometimes before my brain engages.
Yeah, that does need some work.
But I'm sorry, I say what's on my mind, and it's never meant to be offensive. So I will just say what's on my mind.
You are trying to do better with that, though. Like, credit where credit's due, Jen. You are trying to think before you speak a bit more.
Sometimes you just have to hit me over the head and say, "Okay, girl, you're going too far. Knock it off." And I'll go, "Wow, yeah, I need to cut that back." Oh, why do you think I don't love you, Kath? Now, please do tell me, and I will clarify that situation.
It's taken me a week and a half to finish this bloody row.
It's because life got in the way.
Because I decided to do 2 other shops and I've been busy.
Yeah, well, I've just made myself doubly as busy. But it's fun.
You definitely don't have time to get bored.
I'm so sorry, Kath. It's really hard to work around your times. Tell your boss you can't be working during the lives.
Yeah, Kath often tells us that in the room that you don't like them because you do your lives while she's at work.
Like I said before, guys, like if you've got someone who's acting out of character than what they normally are, reach out and go ask them, is everything okay? So take that time to reach out to someone, because they might just need someone to like give them a hug, whether it be a virtual hug or a physical hug, or just be there for them.
And sometimes the person who you're asking, are they okay, doesn't even realize that things are coming across as a problem for them.
Sometimes you can sit there and they'll sit there and go, no, everything's okay, but then you start talking to them and then this whole can of worms comes out that they didn't even realize was an issue.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, talk to people. Treat people how you want to be treated. Really simple.
I've often
Stand up. No bullying on our channels. Respecting people on our channels, in our groups and in our Facebook pages, and just making people feel valid and valued and loved and respected. That's what we need to do. That's what I think anyway.
I've often sent a message saying, you okay?
Yeah.
If you need someone to talk to, you know where I am.
Yeah. I'm a little bit stubborn though.
My problem is I have, like, for many, many years, I've had to deal with a lot of issues myself. Because if I've spoken about problems, I've had people take those problems on as their own. And which is really, really hard for me to deal with when it's something that's close to my heart and then a person decides to take that issue on. So for me, it's not a matter of me not wanting to talk to people. It's a matter of me finding it hard to open up to people. Yeah, but you do get those persistent ones that know there's something wrong, and you can't deter them because they just don't take no for an answer. Do they, Rose?
Yep.
Yeah, well, Jenny often ignores my messages.
I don't ignore them. I just don't. I will
She
answer
doesn't even hear me ring her. Like, seriously, I can ring her, video call her, and I have to sit there and go, answer your phone.
No, my phone. No, to be fair, guys, my phone is actually playing up. I've got to get time to go into Apple and get them to check it out, because there is just something going on with it. So sometimes I don't see messages till later, and I think to myself, I'll get back to that when I get 5 minutes time, and yeah, it stays later that I've remembered it's there. So it's not meant to ignore you. It's just my phone's being a right real jerk.
Well, I'll be the first. I will be the first to stand up and say I've called Jenny a snob. I've called Jenny absent-minded.
Hey, I know I'm absent-minded. I'm worse since I had COVID. Oh, you're on that too.
I'm gonna back, so
Oh yeah. It's Rose can call me a bitch, and I'll call her a bitch. Okay. I have my phone on silent because a lot of the time I was in the house. My partner is a night shift worker, and if my phone is on noise, he's a very light sleeper. And if you realize he has to get up to work at 9 o'clock at night and work through to sometimes 9:10 the next morning, it's like I'm trying to be very mindful of him and only being fair to him. But it's not sometimes what you say, it's the way you say it. Because Rose and I can call each other a bitch and we know we're only joking.
Yeah, well, we often say that in the room, don't we, Rose, about each other?
Yeah.
We call each other that. But it's done with a smile on our face.
I don't take offense to many things. That's the thing. Life's too short to take offense to a lot of things. Oh, yeah, I've taken that a few times.
Sorry, guys.
But the problem is I'm running out of room to store them. So can you give me an idea? Does someone want a good gate sale?
Oh, I was in fine form in the room last night, wasn't I, love? I was working on an art piece that I've released in the group. First off, it won't be a diamond painting until next year, but I've released it as a print. But yeah, I was working away anyway, and I can't even remember what was. Oh, it was those freaking blinged out tampons.
Oh, I saw that and I went, oh my God.
Yeah, and that started this whole conversation. And because, you know, I was in fine form and my brain was going boom, boom, boom.
All I could think about when I saw that is the usage on that is just no. Ooh, no. Could you imagine if the bling fell off and you were wearing that and you had to go to your gynecologist?
Oh no, we went way beyond that.
That conversation was
Squishy involved?
No, he missed most of that conversation.
Thank you, Tim. This is a tray from Nixie's Notions. And for those that have been eagerly awaiting to see these on the website, just a quick plug. I'll have them on in the next week or so, I hope.
Travis, you should have been in the room. Oh my goodness, it was so freaking. I was in fine.
It sounds like I missed quite a funny conversation.
Every time someone said something, I'd come out with something quick, smarter.
My ribs were so sore. I was in tears because, to make things worse, I had shared that to another group chat that I'm in. It's an admin one for another page, and conversation just
Oh my God, I thought you were going to say, and to make matters worse, I've blinged mine and I've got one in now.
No. Like, I shared that thing with so many people, and I was getting someone turned around and said to me, "Why would you do that?" And I turned around and I said, "Well, my friend reckons it's rigged for pleasure."
Oh.
Well, that just started.
That was me.
Rose was said friend.
Oh, yep. I can imagine that coming from her.
Yeah.
But the comments that were being said last night about that was just, yeah.
I was in the middle of downloading stuff when that message come through for something else I'm working on. And it was like, I looked at it and I just thought, oh my God, when would you use that?
Well, I showed my son, my eldest, and the room got to see his facial expression.
Oh, that was funny.
But yeah, that
by the way, can you please be careful what pictures you send me? Seriously, I'm going to say this now. Remember the whale?
Oh yeah.
I had to flick through photos to show someone, and it was a business acquaintance, a picture that I was looking at, and the first picture that came up was the whale. Yeah. So, mind you, if I ever have to go and get my phone looked at, every picture like that, and I'm going to call it a Kath or Libby picture because they're usually the ones who send it, is going to be off my phone.
Like when I sent you my DP picture.
Yeah.
There will be some interesting images coming out of the studio next year. I'm doing a couple of ones I'm doing in preparation for Stacey's event, but they're only being released as prints at this stage.
But see that picture, Jenny,
Not someone
That is
here.
the reason why we tell people to come into the room, because the antics we all get up to, especially of a night time, you can be in bits of laughter because we have fun.
Oh, and when Rory comes in, like if I'm there in the afternoons and Rory comes in from work, oh, he's just as bad. There is nobody here, baby. Tink, you're up late, honey.
You may have a parcel coming today, Rose.
Me?
Yeah? Let me check. Before I put my foot in my mouth, let me check. It has been known to happen.
Really?
I am expecting my samples for the rigid mailers for the prints to be posted. So she's back. I will go check the door, all right? No, there's nothing there in the it's not Woolworths yet either. It's not the groceries. They will be here soon though. I don't understand what you're doing up, my lovely. You're normally asleep. Travis, you buy a print, I'll send you a special little package.
Oh. Oh. What sort of little package are you going to send him?
Well, it depends what he wants. What our print he buys. My goodness, my words are jumbled today. Am I doing the right one? I am doing the right one.
Kalani was looking at all your prints and she turned around, Mummy, are they Auntie Rose's legs?
Yep.
No. There's no phoenix on them. You should be fully asleep, Miss Tink Tink.
Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to check because I'm confused, which is not hard.
So my thing I want for this channel, for me personally, because this is my main channel, is I want people to come in and feel loved and wanted, respected. I understand not everyone gets on with everyone, but you know what? I have this rule at home, and maybe I'm going to have this rule in the channel and in the groups as well. So leave your shit at the door. Wipe your feet on the way in. Leave it at the door. Pick it up on your way out. If you've got a problem with someone, just don't talk to them. Or just be polite, Because that's where bullying starts from. It's either you don't like someone for something they've done, or you're jealous of them, or, No, my lovely.
No, Tink.
No, I'm just keeping an eye out because I've got groceries being delivered. My daughter's going to be happy. She's going to be able to have popcorn chicken for her dinner. I get the frozen popcorn chicken.
Yeah. I'm hoping I receive a parcel.
You should receive a parcel, Rose, but I'm not sure what day it'll arrive.
Okay.
That's that one I sent you tracking for.
Is that already in the country?
No, it was coming from Sydney. The one for that's 631.
Is that the one for that we're waiting for to do the other thing?
No. It's to do with the pens.
Oh, okay, because you haven't sent me
I did send you tracking. Didn't I?
No.
What? I'm about to. Well, if they have delivered it, it'll be in your letterbox, but I'll send you the tracking. I thought I had. Sorry. I know what I sent you the tracking for.
You sent me the tracking for something else. So how do you get us for that big
You will
thing?
get a parcel soon. It's got to go out today, but I've got to go out after this and get a bigger box for it.
That Kath needs a bigger box. Sorry, Kath, I love you.
There you go. I just sent you tracking, wench.
Oh,
It's through Amorex.
Oh, you mean slow waste?
But no, I don't have a problem with them. I actually don't have a problem with that company.
No, in Sydney you do.
It'll be in the letterbox if it's arrived, Rose.
all right, I'll have to go out and check it.
That's what I just went and checked, and I have a parcel, but I've got to play Jigsaw Master and put it together.
It says it's at Sydney Depot.
I'm hoping to get a parcel from America by Friday. Seeing that it left Sydney Airport on the 28th.
Okay. A human. No. We have a work from home role as a collections officer starting the 19th of September. However, the hours are between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m.
That sucks.
That's not going to work.
I better mute for a minute.
Between 11 p.m. and 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. is my grocery order. I've got lots of stuff arriving today. Starting with my groceries. Something's not open. Oh, Kath, exciting. Rebirth 10.
Nice, Kath.
You got this Rebirth 2 pen, didn't you? Like the new Rebirth pen. Wait, stop it, Cola.
The glow me in the dark pen.
Yeah. Stay. Oh, it's that time. Oh my goodness.
Holy heck.
Oh, it is too. No,
Like
Christopher finally released my pens.
Yeah.
I'm moving.
Well, they left Sydney Airport on the 28th, just like Kath's one did.
Oh, my phone's going nuts.
So now I think someone else is holding them hostage.
Right, guys, so remember, shipping is starting to move again, so shipping numbers will be going out as we know they're moving. If you're in the group, if you're not in the group, go join the group. There's a big special on at the moment in my prints. If you want to know what a print looks like, they look like this. They are this size. So this is the size of my hand. Right. This is my 1 litre drink bottle. Give you a rough size of what they look like. They are personally signed by hand by me and dated. Some have personal messages on them, depending on what you want. You can pick. They're normally $29.95 per print, and when you get them through Etsy, if you buy more than one, it's the same price, but you get an extra packaging thing. However, if you go through my group, join my fan group, you can get them for $25, or you can buy 4 and get one free, or as I say, at $20 each. So, and all get packaged together, no extra packaging costs other than what you pay for this thing. Packaging postage is.
Here's a thought, Rose. Who's still got to do some Christmas shopping?
Yeah, like
What
great idea.
is the best gift you could give someone but a personally signed print of an art piece from the artist?
That's what my baby's getting for her birthday.
Oh, she is going to love that.
Plus, she's getting a special one for Bunny Rose.
I let her pick her own 2 prints.
Yeah, so go check out the group. If you need to order something, if you want to order a print, come and talk to me. We will organize it all. I've got a big bulk of printing to do because I got a very, very big one.
I love it, Kat.
Yeah, get your single friends a fireman. What a good way of doing it.
I will be, what's Wednesday night? Yeah, I will be going live tonight. We wouldn't normally be live now, but because the event started today, we're doing a special live, so I will be going live tonight. And yes, if you have those single friends out there, just get them the fireman, and perhaps at some stage, Rose may do some more emergency services.
Kalani was horrified when she saw that fireman.
There is some special images that have not been released anywhere but in the group. So you do need to check out. I do have another couple that will be going up today. The special ends my time at midnight tomorrow night. So you have about a day and a half to about 36 hours maybe.
I think she needs to do a police officer, and the hidden part needs to be his dog sitting in front of him.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
even though what might come out at Christmas.
Kalani was horrified that you used a Santa hat.
Bye, everybody. We will see the ones that come on in the night live tonight. And I need a word with you after this, Miss Rosie.
Okay, it's going to have to be a quick one because my groceries are arriving.
Well, right, no. Deal with your groceries and then we'll chat. Ring me after that.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Haere kia kaha. Bless your bums. Have a wonderful, wonderful day or evening. Remember, be kind, be nice, love people. It is free. Definitely go buy my prints. Love
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.